DJ, how y'all doing? How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, man. Good to see y'all.
So, how much weight have you lost?
Oh man, that's the first question.
You look good. You look
I
good.
appreciate it. I mean, after the season, I went probably the Iowa State game. Like when I went back home, I was eating a lot for a good bit. I was eating. I'm like, dang, I gotta lose some weight. I knew like that was one of my main things. Like I just wanted to get a little lighter. And I was just just on my knees and stuff like that. I just wanted to lose weight. But I probably lost right now, probably like 20, 25 pounds. So
What do you have?
right now, like 240. Like 240.
Is that where obviously that's where you want to try to stay, I guess?
Probably get down a little bit more. Probably like 235, maybe 230, just to keep going. See how much. Yes, sir.
How's your knee feel? How's your finger feel? Injuries okay?
Injury's good, yeah. Knee's getting better. Knee's getting, it's almost 100%. Fingers 100%. Everything's been going good. So.
Yeah.
Dabo said he had talks with you about wanting to see you lose some weight too. Just what were those conversations like? What sort of prompted that?
I mean, for me, it was like, yeah, I knew I wanted to lose some weight. I just wanted to get down. I mean, I feel like longevity-wise, career-wise, you want to be able to, like, I know you kind of see, like, the TB12 diet and stuff like that, where you want your body's like a temple. So, like, you want to be able to, like, you treat your body like a Ferrari. Like, stop putting fast food in myself. Like, stop eating fast food and, like, try and treat it like a high-engine car, like a high, fancy car. So kind of just put, like, good stuff in your body. And then that's what I kind of been doing, working out twice a day, eating right, been on a meal plan, been on a meal prep, is eating the right foods.
So what are you not eating right now that you were eating 2 or 3 months ago?
Like for the most part, cut down portions, and then I kind of got on a meal prep. So I have like meals shipped to my house, and like for lunch or dinner, I eat breakfast here, and I kind of just have like a calorie, just good stuff, like just smaller portions for the most part.
So no more in and out when you go home?
Nah, no more in and out, no more Jack in the Box, no more stuff like that.
No animal style.
No more animal style.
No Bojangles.
Bojangles. I mean, right now, I'm cutting it out just for a little bit, just kind of coming out. But in moderation, I'll eat it sometimes. But I think the biggest thing for me, I'm a big sweet tooth, so I like eating ice cream a lot. And I think that was one big thing. I cut out eating all sweets.
Did you do any off-season work away from Clemson, like out west or anything?
Yeah, I had to work with some guys out west called 3DQB. Just working up, just fine-tuning stuff that we work on here, and just be able to work with some guys out there that I know, some quarterback dudes.
What did Dak Prescott say to you? You got to work with him a little bit?
I didn't get to see him when I was out there in Texas. Oh. He was there later on. I was in the morning group. I was working out with some other guys, but I didn't get to see him at that point. I didn't get to talk to him.
What areas are you working on? What are you working on the off season to improve on?
Oh, this stuff that me and Coach Streeter went over from the season, different stuff like throwing on the run, platform stuff, making sure my feet are underneath me, shortening up my stroke, being more consistent, just being off balance on just different platform stuff for the most part. Me and Coach Streeter, we kind of went over in the offseason things I need to get better at, and we had brainstormed to talk about stuff I thought I can get better at, he can get better at. We came up with a plan, and I kind of took that stuff because in college, you can't work, your quarterback coaches and coaches can't work with you in the offseason. So that's something that is a rule where it's like kind of like a bummer. Like in high school, you can work with your coaches all year round. In college, they can't bring you out here on the field unless it's a practice and work with you. So that's one thing. I know a lot of college athletes go to different places, like in their back home, like a quarterback coach, and just work on different stuff because your quarterback coach can't work with you. So came up with a plan, and I took it to 3DQB with my boys TK, John Beck, Adam, and we just worked on that stuff for the season.
So I guess Streeter gave it his blessings, and y'all are doing the stuff that he.
Yeah, no, everything. Yeah, everything. With me and Streeter talked about with footwork and different stuff. Just become this throwing stuff. I took that to 3DQB, and we went over. Like we had to set up a plan, and we went and we executed that.
DJ last year was kind of a roller coaster, some ups, some downs. You finished on a high note, although you had through the injuries. Where's your mindset right now? How do you feel about your confidence and your ability to kind of do what you've always done?
I feel like my confidence is at an all-time high. I feel like it's been at the same spot where it has been my whole career. I'm just ready to go out here and just compete, continue to get better each and every day, man. And just take it one day at a time. Come on, take one rep at a time, just be able to be a leader and just be a great teammate for my teammates out here.
How did you see last year? I mean, when you look back on it, was it a positive year for you? Do you wish you could have done better? I mean, how do you look at it now that we're a few months away from it?
After probably looking at it now, it was definitely, I feel like it was a blessing in disguise almost. I mean, obviously, the goal is not to go 10-3 to win a national championship every single year. But looking back at it from a different perspective, it was definitely a year for me where be able to grow, be able to learn from different stuff, to learn through adversity, just to go through different challenges where it's going to be able to bring you out as a better person on the other side. And I was thankful for it. I'm thankful for the challenge that I was given last year. And I'm thankful that I took it head on, and I'm excited for this upcoming year.
Why was it important for you to get that off-season work when you could have been, resting and rehabbing and doing all that kind of stuff?
I did all that stuff too, but for the most part, I feel like just getting, for me, I wanted to just continue to get better. Like, I didn't want to stop and regroup after the season. I just wanted to continue to keep building and just continue to keep ready for the season.
TJ, a lot of young quarterbacks on the roster this year. How much are they picking their brain, looking for advice, especially a guy like Cade coming in here? Just how much have they looked up to you so far?
I think we've done a good job. I think Cade, Hunter, Billy, we all done a good job. I think we have a good, tight group. We all communicate. We all talk about it. Just pick each other's brains, not just me. I think Cade would pick Billy's brain. Billy would pick Hunter's brain. I'll pick Hunter's brain. We all work together. I feel like the main thing is that we're a real tight-knit group, and we all work together, and we all just want to be able to get great, be able to push each other.
What does Hunter bring now that he's back in that room? What does he bring to the table for you guys?
Hunter Helms or?
Sorry.
Oh, he's not here
yet. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
I got confused when you said Hunter.
No, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm talking about Hunter Helms, but I'm excited for Hunter Johnson to come here. Yeah. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to learn from somebody like a veteran like him, where it's going to be his 6th year. I'm excited to pick his brain, be able to see a veteran guy like him.
Have you talked with him at all yet?
Only time I talked to him on the phone for a little bit when Coach Sweeney had told me. I got on the phone with him, just talked with him, but haven't talked to him since. But I'm excited for him to come here, man.
We're talking about you and the different attitude, but watching these first 2 practices, it seems like there's a different mindset with the entire team. It just seems like practices are a little different than they were at any point last year. Am I right, wrong?
I think so, yeah. I feel like from the point we're at right now, I feel like we're a lot farther ahead than we were last year. I feel like as offense, we're a lot older, a lot more grown up. So a lot of the guys on the first group, even the second group, I feel like they're a lot more experienced, a lot more ready to go. Kind of what's coming up.
What does it feel like having a bunch of healthy receivers to throw to, too?
Feels good, man. We got a lot of guys, and it's been amazing to be able to see those guys out there and continue to keep competing, continue to keep learning from young guys to old guys. It's been great.
TJ, what do you think the most important difference is going to be? A bit more slimmed down, like a 235, with you out on the field? Is it going to be just movement, just being able to?
I think mobility-wise, yes, sir. I think that was one thing, big thing, Coach Sweeney, Coach Streeter talk about. Just be able to get down and weight, be able to be a lot more mobile in the pocket, be able to have a little bit more just mobility in the pocket. That's the biggest thing.
Did you feel like that affected your performance, your mobility last year, feeling it out on the field, being a little heavier? Did you feel like?
I didn't think it affected it. I don't think it bothered me, but I know that. Looking back at it, that if I lose weight, that I can be able to be a lot faster. I can be able to be more mobile. I didn't feel like it affected me, but I feel like it can make me that much more better.
What is different this year with Coach Streeter? Of course, Tony Elliott's gone, and Kyle Richardson. What's different out there?
For the most part, I think Coach Streeter's done a really great job. I mean, he has all the attention of the offense. I feel like he's done a great job just by leading us. I think that's one big thing Coach Streeter does very well. He grabs the attention of the guys on the offense, and he's a great leader. And he's a straight-up guy. He tells you not what you want to hear all the time, but he tells you what the right things that you need to hear. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I love about Coach Streeter is that he's not going to just pat you on the butt. He's going to push you to your limits and be able to push you to be that great player that he wants you to be.
Coach Richardson?
Coach Richard, he's done a great job so far. I love Coach Rich. I'm glad he's got a job now where I can actually talk to him as a coach instead of just a homie. But it's been good to be able to have him as a tight end coach. So be able to pick his brain a little bit sometimes here and there has been good.
TJ, you're with a new group of centers this year. You had 3 different ones last year. How important is the chemistry between the center and the quarterback?
I think it's the biggest thing. It's that's where the offense starts off with is be able to catch a snap, be able to set the protection with the center, be able to be on the right page. But right now with Putnam working out here, I think it's been a great job with him he's been doing a great job.
Do y'all try to spend some extra time together to kind of get that chemistry down a little bit?
Definitely, yeah. With all the centers, with Putt, Ryan, Trent, all the guys have been working at center. I think it's been a good job just be able to just continue to keep working, be able to get familiar with each other. It's been good.
So a little bit just now when they're practicing after, but what are your impressions of Adam Randall and how do you feel like he can kind of contribute to that wide receiving group?
I think Adam's good, man. Raw talent. I think he's very well. Runs routes really well. Can catch the ball really well. I think he's really fast. He has a lot of deceptive speed, and he's just a big guy. I mean, you see him out there. He kind of looks like more like a DK Metcalf, kind of like a Joe Nangata. Like he's big like that. But he's gonna be a great tool. I think as long as he gets the offense down, he's gonna be marvelous. He's gonna be a great receiver for us.
DJ, what did you see from Maffa when he came onto the scene last year, and him being one of really the main guys here during spring?
Mafia, or Mafia, I call him Mafia, but he's been good, man. I like him a lot. He's super quiet, knows exactly what he needs to do, but he's a hard runner, man. He's a big back that has a lot of speed, so I'm excited. He's been doing really well out here in spring ball. I'm excited to see him get the 1 reps, and this will be good for him.
Important time for him.
I think it's definitely important for him to be able to go out there with Kobe and Shipley not practicing right now. I think it's important that he's out there with the ones. He's getting all the 1 reps that if they were in here, he might not be getting as much 1 reps as he is right now. So it's been good for him though.
It's kind of a similar situation with Jake Brennan Stool.
Yeah.
What about his skill set makes him unique, and how much have you seen him grow?
I think the biggest thing with Jake is that I think the first thing that everyone sees is how good he is as a pass catcher and a route runner, but also that he's done a really good job in the blocking scheme. So where even though he's a little bit skinnier than the average tight end, but he can put his head in there and be able to make great blocks. So I'm excited to see Jake. He's been doing really well.
2-part question. Was last year the most difficult year of your football career?
Probably. I would probably say maybe not. I mean, I would probably say it was definitely, it definitely was. Like, just all the stuff going through it, all of the adversity that you see, like, just not coming out what you want as planned, like the season, like going 2-2, it's like, dang, I've never been 2-2 in my life like this before in a regular season. It's just stuff like that. But you know what? It was a blessing in disguise, and I'm thankful for it.
The people back home in California say people don't understand how competitive DJ is, and that you say, hey, I'm not going out like this. What do they mean by that?
The main thing is I'm a fighter, man. You know, faced adversity my whole life. It's something where it's not going to bother me. Where I'm just take it on the chin, take a head up, and I'm just continue to keep growing from it, learn from it, and just continue to keep fighting.
Are you anxious to show everybody that last year was not the real DJ Uiagalelei?
Yeah, 100%. I'm ready to go.
What do you think of taking snaps under center?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. I mean, back in youth football, I used to run the wing tee a lot, so I was like a lead blocker. But being under center is natural for me, and I think it's a good wrinkle for us to just be able to go under center and just be able to change it up.
How are you as a lead blocker?
I was good, man. I had a couple pancakes back in youth football. I was big, but I liked it a lot. It was fun.
You mentioned ice cream earlier. Is that the toughest food that you've had to give up? You've given it up totally?
Yeah, giving up sweets totally. Yeah, it's giving up. But it's been easy, though. I mean, you look at it like if I want to be where I have the goals that I have in mind and I want to be able to reach those, it's easy stuff to give up.
What do you eat instead of ice cream? Like a piece of fruit?
Yeah, just this whatever snacks that I have, just fruit, healthier stuff than ice cream. So.
What was the most you weighed last season, would you say?
Probably like 260. That was the most I got to during the season. Yes, sir.
I know that after last spring, Coach Sweeney sort of gave you the mandate to, hey, you need to refine your body and take nutrition seriously. Do you just think, looking back, you didn't take it seriously enough that off-season and into the season?
No, I don't think I didn't take it serious enough. I think because I've always been big my whole life. So I like being like at the weight I was at, like from like 250 to 255, sometimes at 260, kind of like going back and forth. I had been that weight like in high school and college, even when I first got here, and I didn't think it was a problem. But for the most part, I just felt like if I want to be able to get better and be the better quarterback for the team that I think that I want to be, then I feel like losing weight is a big goal of mine that I want to do.
You think it took last season to sort of for you to fully grasp that, I guess?
Maybe a little bit. I think it's like if I want to be able to push myself to the best player I want to be, then that's kind of where I just kind of got that mindset. I just want to be able to lose weight. This is just a goal of mine I wanted to do.
You keep the same nickname, or you still Big C?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Anybody else?
Thanks.
Thanks, DJ.
I appreciate you.